Gonzaga's Final Four run was a lot of fun, a lot to celebrate during the off-season, and a fresh new banner in the Kennel. But that's all history now. A brand new season starts on Friday. Texas Southern, we bring a guy who knows this sort of thing well, Rem Bakamus. Thanks for joining us, first and foremost.
Thanks for having me again.
What can you tell us about these season openers, what it's like for the guys?
Obviously, a lot of excitement for the guys. I think the fans get a little more excited than the actual players because they've been waiting since that last game in April. But you know, it's nice to get out there like they did in the exhibition, just in front of the fans. You know, be on TV again and kind of show what they've been working on the whole offseason.
A lot to learn about a team once you get into the season. That continues pretty much the entire year, but especially in a case like this with so many new faces. How much are these season openers kind of an extension of the preseason for the coaches and the team alike to really figure out what they have, things you can't really learn until you get into those game situations?
Right, like you said, it's pretty much just an extension of the preseason. Kind of get your feet wet, experience the Kennel, experience a guy getting up in your face like Texas Southern will probably do. And it's just going against somebody who you haven't been playing against for the whole summer. So those guys have been butting heads all summer. By now you know what the next guy is, what his moves are. So it's nice to go and it's a freshing kind of Friday to go and play against some competition that you haven't played against ever. Anything
in particular with this group in this situation that you're looking forward to learning tomorrow?
I mean, I'm still excited to see all the new guys and see all these new matchups and kind of lineups that Coach Few was messing with last game. So, you know, I know just about as much as you as far as who's going to start, who's, you know, going to play when and where. So I'm just excited to see how they use those new pieces.
One of the big questions that everybody has is that small forward position. Few kind of went with an interesting lineup in the exhibition against College of Idaho with Rui at the 4, Corey Kispert, the freshman, starting at the small forward spot. It still seems like it's going to be Rui, Corey, or Zach Norvell with Killian and Jonathan Williams down low. I'll give you Mark Few's job right now. If you're making the call right now and you're plugging in somebody for that season opener, who would you like to see in that spot?
You know, I really like what Corey brings to the table. I think he shoots the ball really well, and he's really fundamentally sound. And you just look at him, and he's game ready, his size and strength. So nothing against the other guys, but I just like what I saw from Corey in the exhibition more second half as he got going. But I think he just brings a really fundamentally sound player to that position.
You guys are both West Side guys. I feel like there's a little bit of West Side balance going on there.
I watched him play in high school a few times, and I knew that we were getting the best player in the state of Washington. And you know, I hinted on Twitter way back when that I was a Corey Kispert fan. So I think he's the new Zag favorite, you know, around Spokane and everywhere else. But definitely one of my favorite, and I'm excited to see him play.
I think more people are excited to see what Killian Tillie did.
Yeah.
He was phenomenal.
He was.
Just talk to us about his game and what he brings to the table. We saw it all in that exhibition win.
Yeah, I mean, he's so versatile. Like, you see him step out to three. I don't know how many threes he took last year, but he's going to be shooting a lot more this year, as you can tell. His touch around the basket is amazing. Probably derives from that volleyball family. But, you know, he stepped out and he shot the three, stretched the floor, and then he was getting a lot of offensive rebounds, mixing it up inside. So they can use him in so many different ways where he's not just kind of like a duck-in big. Yeah. Get it out to him and let him attack. So he looked really good.
Not the biggest guy, but so springy and athletic. And it seems like that's a big part of his game.
Yeah, really quick bounce, and he gets right to his move right there. His jump hook is nice. Like I said, his touch around the hoop is the best I've ever seen. So I'm excited for him.
Came off the bench, 28 points. How impressive was it last year, the way he stepped in? And then in the tournament, the Northwestern game, a big part of the reason why you guys won, and then the 2 free throws against South Carolina.
Yeah, he kind of just waited his turn all year, and he knew that we could use him in special spots and matchups, all that. So he waited for his opportunities, and he made the best of it. And to his credit, he was always ready. He knew, I'm not going to play, you know, starter minutes this year, but he came in and he was ready to play every time he got the chance to go in.
Speaking of making the most of your opportunity, there's another piece of video I wanted to show. This was from a few years back. I'm sure you remember this one quite well.
I do. Shout out to KD.
Bang. I mean, you were ready for that one. You knew as soon as you were going to get it, you were going to let it fly.
Yeah, for sure. That's still one of my favorite moments ever in the Kennel.
I mean, that had to feel incredible. But the crowd went nuts, and that's when kind of the legend of Rem began.
Yeah, I always appreciated the people who stuck around for when I got to go in. So, yeah, that was a special moment. First bucket ever, and just got better every time after that game.
We tried something new this time around, and hashtag Ask Rem Anything. Didn't get a ton of questions, so we're going to have to build that up.
We need more.
If you have any questions for Rem, hashtag Ask Rem Anything. We did get a good one, though, talking about the bench mob, and you were kind of the leader and the captain of the bench mob the last few years. For new guys, for newcomers, Jack Beach is kind of the guy that season that come into the program and take on that role. What's your advice to them?
I mean, like Jack Beach, he's been around for a few years, so he's figuring it out. But you just got to have fun with it. You know, you don't expect to go out there and contribute most of the game until the last 5 or so minutes. But you just got to be yourself and have a lot of fun on the bench and make sure you're getting your teammates going. If they're coming to the bench and they're hanging their head, it's your job to kind of pick them up in timeouts, whatever it may be. But you got to do whatever you can to get the crowd involved, get your teammates involved, and just be yourself and have a lot of fun with it.
The fun starts on Friday. Texas Southern in the Kennel. Rem, thanks again for swinging by.
Thanks for having me.